I just want to introduce a part of my practice that is somehow also involved a crossover of my interests. They're the didactic tiles. They're tiles with paint on them. And I made these probably around 100 out of very basic standard white tiles using different porcelain coloring that you then can home bake. So it's kind of one level underneath the more advanced industrial burning of ceramics in hotter ovens. And that was actually made for a proposal for the Kunsthalle, also art in architecture, for the presidium, the police presidium in Potsdam. I think I didn't even get into a second round or whatever round, but I like the idea that the thousands of these tiles would decorate the hallways and the floors of the police in Potsdam. Oh. But actually, I actually wanted to find a particular tile that is much more linked to our police. That's maybe the nice link here. And it was very simple. So yeah, tile logic. There was just kind of a little cottage on it. With a door. A door, where a door goes in. Okay, goes in. Roof, maybe a little chimney. And then it said it. Oh yeah. Right. Just Kunsthalle. I don't know how I fit that long text on top of that, a little front of that cottage, but that's what it says. And now I think maybe there's a confusion between the German be always right, righteous, because righteous can its origin meaning actually be also just injustice. But I think, I don't know how that is affirmed by a native English speaker, but righteous is self-righteous. That's what I'm talking about. That seems a kind of reappearing adjective, a reappearing concern. But the righteous Kunsthalle seems now an institutional version of righteousness. And in this way, it's maybe less personal, even if then people through what the programming of the righteous Kunsthalle or what they show as an artist in the righteous Kunsthalle is maybe less kind of like based on the self, but it's doing always the right and never the wrong. And I think with that kind of like policing the arts, policing culture, we get to a point where I'm actually not interested to go these Kunsthalles anymore. Because the righteous Kunsthalle, and that's what it's kind of comparable. The self of the righteous Kunsthalle is of course the stuff, but it's the self-evaluation to do never anything wrong and be always right. And this is kind of like nowadays with the support and the finance, cultural finance in at least a few European countries, and whether it's Sweden, Germany, particularly in the Netherlands, has kind of created a a culture where there's nothing to be negotiated, because it is already kind of pre-curated to be right. Culturally, politically, and ideological right. Now I tell you what, that's what I think about the righteous Kunsthalle. Didactic tiles.